it spun, and as soon as the traction control engaged, it just killed it.
Yeah, well, it's not supposed to do that. It was doing that when I first set it up, but I had it set to 0 RPM, and I raised it to 100 to start turning it on, and it literally just, it tries to run on 2 cylinders when it does it. Like there's a gremlin in the software. I've never had that issue. It's set up the exact same way on all the other cars, but because this thing's on V6 and it's got a certain software, there's a bug in it or something. Wasn't having it. Allison's Dart would have beat me first round. And then second round, I'm like, I'm gonna try and put a Combs Airport tune-up in it, which is the slowest tune-ups I have. And I kind of met in the middle of like what I had and what Combs was, and it's still like I went much faster that time, but it was still spinning most of the way. It's really tricky. It's like it's weird going from all summer wasting on hot and kind of greasy, and now we're in like still like a really tricky surface, but like it's turbo weather, so I don't know, it's just, yeah. The traction control was working overtime, then I seen it shut off and it started white smoking the tires. Well, I shifted it like $6 grand. I literally just like, you reached up and shifted it too? Yeah. I never lifted. I was just like, yeah, fuck it, like let it do what it's gonna do and see what because sometimes I'll be in that position and I lift and I get drove around, so I'm just like, I'm gonna try not lifting this time. And a car is just like, it's really fun. It's like a fucking drift show. Like,
that's not fun for moms, but okay.
It's just cold.
Yeah.
I only went 116.
Oh, that's...
But I went a 650 that time. That's exactly what I thought it would go.
A 650?
Watching it.
Wow,
First pass was 720.
Really slow for you guys.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's back over. He's back on the wheel. Yeah, he just went up like this. He went up like this. This went back down. He just got on the gas.
pass, yeah.
Good.
I had to make a clean pass right there.
Good.
Yeah, way better right there. I think I can finally see where, like, I don't like that's as good as the 60 foot's gonna get, but I can feel right now that I made a clean pass where I can apply power. But yeah, I'm happy with that. We got something that will, finally something that went A to B, so.
Good.
Gotta fucking get after that thing. It's a waste. It was a waste of a buy run. Guys.
Show any grit, you got that scramble.
Jesus Christ.
Got rowdy right then, didn't it?
Good job, guys.
Hey, good job, boys. It was good fun. Finally got one from y'all. Nice job.
Alright guys, so let's recap real quick how I completely screwed the pooch at the rewind. So to start off, it's sunny skies the whole drive there. We pull on the track, it's gorgeous out, and then it just starts pouring within like 10 minutes after we started, or we unloaded. So all the cars are getting rained on, the track's getting wet, everybody's, you know, kind of trying to put all their shit away. And honestly, I was surprised they were able to get the track dry. It started raining around like 6 o'clock, and you know, we were racing by you know, 8 or 9. But yeah, they got the track dry with some lawn mowers, so that was pretty cool. But you know, so all summer it's been hot, it's been greasy. You know, you've heard us say it a million times. But now we're getting into fall. It's turbo weather, and it's also cold as hell in Ohio. After the sun went down, it was like 40 degrees out. So my first couple rounds, I was pretty lucky to still even be in the race, because first round I went 720, and Allison's Dart would have beat me by like a car and a half if she would have been racing on a 150 shot. And then second round I got lucky, and Mike Batdor from Stripper Glitter, his car was having issues on the line. I think it died on the brake, so that was unfortunate, because he was telling me what he went first round and he would have absolutely waxed my ass. So got a little lucky there, that's for sure. But By third round, we raced this black Falcon, which that's kind of neat. It's Falcon versus Falcon. And this is kind of his wheelhouse. Like, as you can see, you can just look at the car. It has like 2 feet of travel. It's set up like a trophy truck. You know, it's set up for back end racing. So I knew this was the pass. I was gonna have to figure it out. And I just kept turning it down until it absolutely, you know, left like a total dud in the 60 foot. But that's what it took to get off the starting line. So like by third round, I just had it turned down to basically like a pound for like the first 1 second. It was awful. But that's what it took. We finally were able to make a decent pass third round. Went like 597 or something. It's awfully slow. Like when you go from racing on fast stuff to stuff like that, it's like you feel like you're racing quarter mile almost. it's terrible. Fourth round we got a bye, and I was like, I'm gonna figure something out. And I didn't, because I didn't turn up enough. I thought I was, but a very valuable lesson that I learned from this weekend that I'm gonna apply for the rest of my life, including like bracket racing. This is something that I've kind of noticed like on the dart and bracket racing. The last 200 feet, you could throw in 10 pounds and it ain't gonna make a big difference because you're already traveling so fast. And that's kind of what I was trying to do, because I really didn't want to spin. I didn't want to turn it up in the 60 foot on my bye run or even through the middle, because I just wasn't sure. I thought it was on edge still. I didn't want to waste the run by going out there and turning it back up in the 60 foot and spinning, and then I wouldn't learn anything. Instead, what I did was went just as slow and didn't learn anything. So I didn't turn up enough, I didn't learn anything. So basically what I was trying to do was just right after the shift, it's shifting at like 3.9 seconds. And after the shift, I would just throw it all in basically. I was shifting, you know, the car was shifting at like 400, 500 feet. So, you know, that's not a lot of time where the power was actually being applied. And like I turned it up a bunch after that shift point on my bye run, and it only went 200ths faster. And I even grabbed the scramble too. I was like, oh, it's taking it. I grabbed it. It went 200ths faster. So that's just one of them things I'm learning. Like if you really want to pick up ET, it's got to be in the middle. Or if the 60 foot's there, you got to pick it up in the 60 foot. That's the easiest way. But if the 60 foot wasn't there, but you know, after like 100 feet, that's where I should have been really starting to bring it in. And so going into the semifinals, we drew one of the Mac TV guys. Of course, they were the last 4 cars were all, I'm pretty sure, Mac TV cars. I don't know what you call them now, but there's a reason the last 4 cars were all the Mac TV guys. This is their kind of racing. They're really good at the backside stuff. They're hard to beat, that's for sure. Billy told me after my bye run, first of all, he's pissed at me because I didn't turn up enough. And I was mad at myself too, because I kind of realized like, I wasted that. And but Billy told me, he's like, hey, he's going way faster than you. Like, you better turn this motherfucker up or you're gonna get gapped. We both kind of worked on a tune-up that we thought would go what we needed to go, which was about, you know, a 560 is what we were trying to go. So we were trying to pick up 3/10. And, you know, we missed it because I just didn't have enough data supporting what we were trying to do. Because my first 2 runs were wasted. My third run, I finally went A to B, and my bye run, I wasted it. So at that point, the fastest I had been was a 595. I was trying to go down to a 560. That's a huge jump. And it was definitely possible. I know them guys in the finals, they were going 560s, maybe even 550s. Yeah, so we had to go that. I know it was possible. We just brought it in just a tad too early, I think. I felt it start spinning at like, you know, 100 feet. We were right there with them in the 60 foot, and then I just felt it start spinning. I gave it a pedal, and at that point I was done for. I think that's about it. Basically, I beat myself in the bye run, which I didn't know was possible, but you know, I figured out a way. But hey, every weekend we learn something new. Me especially, with me tuning now, like I learn something new every weekend. And I constantly go through this battle with myself of being too conservative and too aggressive. This weekend we were too conservative. Next weekend I'll probably be too aggressive. Just all part of it, it's racing. But I still had a good time. I was happy to, you know, make it that far. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video. We hung out at Dragway 42 on the day after, on Sunday. and Billy made some front side hits, and the S10 made a personal best effortlessly too. So be on the lookout for that later in the week. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.